Panasonic GH5 versus Olympus EM1 Mark II. Two great cameras, two excellent cameras. Let's talk a little bit about them. Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I'd like to talk to you about the Panasonic GH5 and the Olympus EM1 Mark II. It looks like Olympus got their competition, and this is a serious competition for the EM1 Mark II, I have to tell you, because the GH5 was just announced a few not too long ago, and the Olympus EM1 Mark II is on the market for a little while. And the Olympus EM1 Mark II, it was, in my opinion, it was the best in Micro Four Thirds world until this point, you know. And now it's got the competition, you know. The GH5 is a great competition for the EM1 Mark II, I would say. So let's discuss a little bit about similarities, advantages, disadvantages, and let's see which one is good for what situation, and which one is good for who, and which one is good for who. So similarities. First of all, both are the same price point, around 2,000 euro body only. So both cameras are the same price, more or less 100 euro or something. A little bit of difference it might be, but they are around 2,000 euro. Sorry, it would be good for 200, but it's 2,000 euro. So both Micro Four Thirds sensor, 20 megapixel, no anti-aliasing filter. I'm very happy that camera manufacturers realized that they have to remove the anti-aliasing filter, and it looks like they start to do more and more often. And this camera has no anti-aliasing filter, neither of them, and that's great because the sensors are capable to produce excellent sharp image quality. So both same lens lineup. Almost. Well, I say almost because I just want to avoid some arguments, you know, between Olympus and Panasonic fans, and let's say, oh, this is like that. Look, Olympus lenses can be used on Panasonic bodies. Panasonic lenses can be used on Olympus bodies. This is the beauty of Micro Four Thirds. This is the beauty of this system, because it doesn't matter the brand. It doesn't matter. Imagine how good it would be to be able to use Canon lenses on Nikon body and vice versa. It would be excellent. I mean, in Canon glass, there are some fabulous, excellent glasses, you know. If I could, I'm a Nikon user. If I could, I would buy those glasses, definitely, and use on the Nikon. So here you can do that. You can do with the Olympus lenses, you can use on the Panasonic bodies and vice versa. That's why I say that both same lens lineup, because usually, even if you buy a third-party lens, a Sigma or a Samyang or whatever, you know, you buy for Olympus, you can use them. Actually, the third party will make only like for Micro Four Thirds. They don't do it for Olympus or for Panasonic. So they have both the same lens line up. Both rugged weather-sealed body design. That's true. And now Panasonic is freeze-proof as well. I don't really remember. I don't know about the Olympus. I think that it is freeze-proof as well. But anyway, both are weather-sealed body, and both are rugged magnesium alloy body. Both 4K video, although the GH5 has some strong advantages in the video side. You know, I would say the GH5 is mostly a video-oriented camera with exceptional steel qualities, you know, steel capabilities. Both have dual SD card slot, and again, the GH5 has an advantage over here, because the GH5 is capable to duplicate the video as well, not only the photo. So normally, until now, the dual SD card slots, how it was, if you shoot photo, you know, you can save the file in the same time on both cards, you know, so your pictures are safe. But the video was going only on one card, usually on slot number 1. Now with the GH5, you can also duplicate the video, so you can have two videos saved in the same time, and that is great. It is excellent. So this is an advantage for the GH5. Both very fast shutter speed, electronic shutter options. Yes, both cameras will have, the Olympus will have until 1/32,000 of a second, Panasonic GH5 will have 1/16,000 of a second, but most of the time I would say that 1/16,000th of a second, it is more than enough. I think it's very, very rarely when you will meet some situations where you need 1/32,000th of a second. It can happen, I don't say it's not, but it will be very rarely, you know. I would say mostly you are okay. Even with the 1/8,000th of a second, mechanical shutter would be okay, you know, but having the electronic shutter possibility, it's even better. So both have 5-axis image stabilization built in the camera, in-body image stabilization. Now we all know that Panasonic is good in image stabilization, but we all know that Olympus is the king. So Olympus it was in the past, and it is at the moment, I would say, the best, one of the best image stabilization. I don't know how they do it. Don't ask me what they do, how they do. I don't have a clue, but what I know, it is excellent, it is gorgeous image stabilization. So this is, I would say, arguably better on the Olympus. I would say arguably because the GH5 is still not out, so we couldn't test it. And when it's out, you know, and we can test, then we can say. But arguably, we can say that Olympus has better image stabilization. Both have 1/250th of a second flash sync speed. Again, I say here arguably because Panasonic was a little bit tricky over here, you know. At the website, you know, with the specification of the GH5, they say that the flash sync speed is less than 2/50th of a second. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't have a clue. But hopefully, it will go until 1/250th of a second. So that's why I say arguably. But both have 1/250th of a second flash sync speed. Both have kind of the same battery life with battery grip option. Again, this is very important for photo and also for video. If you don't bother, you know, to use the battery grip for video, it is important because you will simply double your battery life, you know. It is simple as that. So if you don't want to mess around changing the batteries, but both have kind of the same battery life. Both have fast focusing systems, although the EM1 Mark II has contrast and phase detection system, and Panasonic has the DFD system, you know, which is, we all know that in photo mode, the Panasonic's DFD system is just brilliant. So it's one of the best. It's like pinpoint, pick, 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 just like fast as lightning, you know, it's no issues at all. I would say it is one of the mirrorless cameras, I would say the only mirrorless camera, photography-wise I'm talking, which is close to DSLR in point-to-point focusing I'm talking about, not in continuous focusing, no. In point-to-point focusing, Panasonic DFD system is the fastest, which is closest to a DSLR, I would say. Now, they say that they renewed the focusing system in the GH5, so it should be better in continuous focus as well. But this is something what is not tested. So we say that the Olympus, because it has also contrast and phase detection, in continuous focus it might be better than the Panasonic's contrast detection, because Panasonic is only a contrast detection. So we arrive to the similarities. Now let's see the advantages. And the advantages of the Panasonic GH5, like I said at the beginning, this is a strongly video-oriented camera. And I think that on the video side has some very, very strong advantages. And the first of the very strong advantages is obviously the unlimited video recording time. And this is a big one. I mean, and no sensor cropping. So it's no cropping in the sensor. That's just ridiculously good, especially for Europeans, because in US, the GH4 until now it had no recording limit. So for the US photographers, you know, it was better. But for Europeans, for this stupid law, you know, and this custom law, you know, they introduced this limit, recording limit. But Panasonic decided to remove that, so there is no recording limit on the GH5, and this is a very, very strong advantage. And also, obviously, the no sensor cropping, you know, it's the full sensor readout. Now, second advantage, 4K at 60 and 50 frames a second, sorry. This is the first camera in this price range which one can do this? And this is exceptionally good, I tell you. I think that being capable to do 60 frames a second in 4K, it is exceptionally good. I just cannot say anything else. It is exceptionally good. Now, 4.2.2 10-bit 4K internal recording. This is the first camera again in this price range, which one is capable to do that. Now we know that the Panasonic FZ2000 is capable to do 4.2.2 10-bit video, but with external recorder, not with internal. So the GH5 is capable to do it internally, and this is the first camera, like I said, which is capable to do that. That is excellent. For the videographers who like to color grade, you know, their footage, you know, this will be amazingly good. 400 megabits per second, all intra, kind of 6K recording promised with a firmware update on the summer 2017. Now, this is again, I mean, for this price point, you know, this is something just brilliant, you know, like it's, I don't know what words to use, honestly. I mean, 400 megabits per second and I don't know. Anyway, again, an advantage, 6K photo mode, 18 megapixel size. Now, until now, every Panasonic camera used to have the 4K photo mode, which was 8 megapixel size. Now, that wasn't really exciting because 8 megapixel is pretty small, you know. But now with the 6K photo mode and 18 megapixel file size, that's acceptable, because with 18 megapixel you can already print, you know, bigger, and it's great, I have to tell you. So this is an advantage, I would say. And the 6K photo mode is in 30 frames per second, which is a very fast frame rate, so you can really capture the moment, you know. You can choose whatever moment you want. So V-Log L optional. Yeah, well, this is a flat profile from Panasonic, the V-Log L. It's like the Sony's S-Log, and this is a flat profile, and videographers, again, who like to color grade their footage, they love to shoot in V-Log or S-Log or these kind of flat profiles. And this is optional, so you can purchase separately. Not too expensive, it's about 100 euros, something like that. But I would say, in my opinion, Panasonic should have introduced this in the camera for that price. I would say that they should have given this with the camera. Although they say that who pre-orders the camera will get this for free. So who pre-ordered the camera, you know, they got it for free. So it's okay, but I would say that they should have introduced this in the camera. So we arrived to the advantages of the Olympus EM1 Mark II. And I have to say that on the video side, it doesn't really have advantage, because Olympus is pretty new in 4K, and we all know that Panasonic have a very, very strong past in the 4K, and I would say that they are advanced, you know, in 4K, much more than Olympus. Like Olympus is much more advanced on the image stabilization, you know, it's the same situation, kind of. So one of the big advantages is the high resolution photo mode. Now, like I said in my previous video about the GH5, the only disadvantage of the GH5 and the Olympus, these cameras, you know, that they are micro four thirds. I love APS-C size sensors. If you follow me and my channel, you probably know until now that I'm a big fan of APS-C size sensors, and it's a pity that these cameras are micro four thirds. Yes, I know it would change completely the design, and it would change completely the lenses and everything else, because bigger sensor, it means bigger lenses, bulky body, and so on. But the low light capability and simply the image quality, you know, the capability, it is for me, APS-C size sensor is something brilliant. Obviously only the full frame is better, you know, but I love APS-C size sensors. So the only disadvantages of these two cameras are the sensor size, but Olympus have a huge advantage over here, and that is the high resolution photo mode. Now we all know that previous Olympus cameras, they used to have this photo mode, and they seem to be exceptionally good. Now with this and the EM1 Mark II with the high resolution photo mode, they say that you can actually get to up to until 80 megapixel comparable image. And that is great, I tell you. That is just great. So this, okay, this is not good for sports or these kind of things because it will take multiple pictures and combine together. And you can use, let's say, for portraits, but your subject has to be still, you know, and try to stay still. And you can use for landscapes, you can use for cityscapes, for these kind of things, you know, architectural photography and these kind of things. Or product photography in the studio, these kind of exceptionally good. And this is a big advantage because it will kind of eliminate the disadvantage of the Micro Four Thirds sensor. So this is something great in Olympus. I wish Panasonic would have that, you know, but anyway. Second advantage, better autofocus. Yes, some people can say that, yes, Panasonic is still not out, and like I said in my previous video, GH5 they said that they improved the autofocus, the continuous autofocus, you know, in the GH5, and let's hope that it's yes, it's true. Let's hope, you know, and I hope really, because I love this camera, and I am really tempted, you know, that when this camera will come out and I will try, I'm really tempted to buy one because it's just great, you know, it's excellent. And but on the other hand, we all know that Olympus is just great in autofocus, you know. The camera is out for a while, and we all know that it's excellent because it's contrast and phase detection. Unlike the Panasonic, it's only phase detection, you know. We know that the DFD focusing system of the Panasonic is great in point-to-point focusing, you know. Their system is just excellent, and it's one of the fastest, it's closer, I would say it's the closest to a DSLR. But on the other hand, we also know that the phase and contrast detection system is always a better choice than only a contrast detection system. So when the camera will come out, we will see, hopefully it will be on par, hopefully it will be same level. I don't mind, you know, even I would like to be every camera, you know, to be great autofocus and to have great capabilities, because that's what we need, photographers. We need some multiple choices. We need, you know, to be able to choose from different brands, from different manufacturers. You know, I don't really like that I'm forced to buy Nikon or forced to buy Canon or Sony or Panasonic because of this or because of that. I would like to be able to choose from 6-7 brands, you know, and to be all the same, like, you know, but unfortunately it's not. So we will see when the camera will come out. Now, like I said before, the GH5 is mostly a video-oriented camera. So that, I would say, Panasonic is aiming for video-oriented people, you know, over there, and for professional video. And I have to say that with all those specs, you know, that like I didn't really want to talk too long here on the GH5, you know, and the video capabilities, because the video will be too long. But I would say that the Panasonic is the best at the moment. The GH5, how it looks from the specifications, is the best for video. For that price point, is the best camera what you can choose, what you can buy for the moment, for your money. For 2,000 euro, body only, this is the best camera for video. For video, what you can buy, period. There is no other better camera, I would say, for video. And that's undeniable. Even Sony fanboys, you know, they have to admit this, that this camera, it's beats all the Sony cameras like the hell, you know. It's not a question, you know. Anyway, we all know again that Olympus EM1 Mark II is a photo-oriented camera with strong video capabilities, but mostly photo-oriented. So if you want to buy a camera and you are more into photography, I would suggest you to buy the Olympus. The lenses, you will have the selection anyway, because you can use Panasonic lenses on Olympus body, Olympus lenses on Panasonic body. So you will have the same lenses anyway. But if you want photography more and not so much video, then I suggest you to buy the Olympus. If you want more video-oriented camera and less photography, buy the GH5, because the GH5 is the best video-oriented camera. Period. That's the truth. So, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I just wanted to share my opinion, and I just wanted to share with you what I think about these two cameras. And I am very excited about these two cameras, because the camera market is going to be better and better, it looks like, because more and more manufacturers they realize that they have to give something to their customers, you know, something exciting. And this is happening right now. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. And this was not a review. And if you want to comment, you know, that why do you review like this, this is not a review. This is a preview of the GH5 and comparing with the Olympus EM1 Mark II. And this is only my opinion. So if you think that I left something out, or if you think that there is something important, please leave a comment down below and we can discuss it in a professional manner. And let's help others to be able to choose, you know, a camera, which one to buy. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share my videos. And thank you for your support. And thank you for your comments. And I wish you a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.